everybody, Music City Driver. I was just going to do a quick update on the last night's miserable experience for me. I think, honestly, the whole thing started out, like I said, with getting that request all the way back in Dixon, and then going to get that, and then going all the way back towards town, but putting my destination filter on and thereby killing my streak bonus. That started out the night on a bad note, in my opinion. And then by the time I got got into Nashville, most of the concert goers had already gone to the concert, I believe. So I was basically working in the dead period between the start of the concert and the end of the concert. I did get, like 11 or 12 rides. I did get mostly all Uber XL rides, because that's all I took, except for one Uber X Surge, I believe. And then all the Lyft I got last night, I think I got like 9 rides. All of them were regular Lyfts, except for, I think, one Lyft Plus ride. And it was not a very long ride. It was basically from Midtown to downtown. It had 2 stops, but it only ended up being like $7 or $8 or something like that. So, anyway, I think I was just kind of it was kind of a in the wrong place at the wrong time kind of situation there. So I did really miserable last night as far as money goes. I think I probably made like $80 over like 6 hours or something like that. So not good at all. Not good at all. That's probably tied for one of the worst nights I've ever had, honestly. I usually don't drive Wednesday nights, but I was thinking that the concert would be pretty good. And, lo and behold, of course, I get a 25% primetime Lyft ride. I should have. Yeah, I know. I should have had my apps off when I went into downtown right after the concert, because I got a 25% Lyft ride that just totally blew everything off, because by the time I got him and his girlfriend, the guy and his girlfriend, home, and there was 2 stops, by the time I got them both home, the guy wanted to go through McDonald's. I didn't have to do that, but I always do that if I can. The surge had pretty much died down, so I didn't get any of those big 3.9, 3.8 surges. But of course, there were some people on our Facebook group that mentioned that they were sitting in a 4.2 surge and only got like a 2.1 surge. So it's really kind of a random thing. And another thing I noticed about Lyft as well last night is there was a $35 an hour guarantee. And even though I was all around downtown, East Nashville, etc., I did not get a single ride that entire freaking hour from 10 to 11, I think it was. Not a single ride. I mean, I know there were rides. I know that there's a bunch of oversaturation going on, a bunch of drivers out there that aren't normally out there driving, maybe. But I find it hard to believe that I did not get a single ride all the way from downtown to East Nashville at 10 o'clock. Pretty amazing. And then I did get a one during the $20 rides, and I was pretty darn sure that I did not exceed the $20, and lo and behold, I did. So, I don't know, I'm going to have to keep a lot more notes, I guess, than I thought I was going to have to. But one thing I've decided I'm going to do, since they're going to screw me over like that and not send me any rides or whatever, I don't know if they can screw you over like that or not and keep you from getting certain things or not, or whether it just happened to be coincidence and I'm attributing it to something else. But if they're going to do that to me, then I'm going to do it to them. I'm going to go to an area that has no rides at all, and I'm going to sit there and wait out that hour after I get my one. So that way I at least get my guaranteed $20 or whatever, or $25, $35, whatever. And the thing is, I actually did find a little place to kind of hide away for a little while that was really close to downtown, that I was going to wait to get a surge from the concert, but I had to stay online for Lyft in order to get these, average hourly rates. And I ended up getting this location where I was like 2 miles from downtown, maybe a mile and a half. And I got a ping all the way from 2nd Avenue North right over by the Hard Rock Cafe and Cotton Eye Joe's and all that, right there at that intersection, from a mile and a half away, because I'd been sitting there for a while, and I'm guessing they didn't want me to get my free money from them for their guarantee, so they sent me one of the lowest surges or prime times they could, just to get me a ride. So anyway, I don't know. Seems to me like, and also do not forget this. I screwed myself up last night with it. If anybody's out there trying to get this streak bonus, they may send another one out tonight. Whatever you do not go offline after you start your streak. First of all, be sure to start your streak in the time frame specified. So if it's 4:15 to 6:15, be sure that you get at least one ride in that time frame to start your streak. And then do not log off. Do not go offline at all. In fact, this is one of the only times I would recommend not using Mystro, as a matter of fact, is during these streaks. And that's probably what they're trying to do. Honestly, they're trying to get more people to do stuff. So to ride for them, give rides for them during the week and other times where it might be you tempting to use both apps. So do not go offline, like I said. Do not put the destination filter on, and do not miss any requests. Those are the 3 cardinal rules of that. Well, actually 4, I guess, technically. So get your first ride in the specified time frame, do all your rides, which is like 3 or 4, and do not log off, do not go out, or do not miss a ride, and do not set a destination. So those are the ways that you can instantly just lose out on your streak bonus altogether, completely. Because I was wondering, I kept scratching my head. I was like, I know that I got the first one because it told me that I got the first one within the specified time frame, and then I got 2 more and nothing ever happened. It never showed the little streak bonus counter on there again, and I knew something was wrong, so I went back and dug through the FAQ, which was in the link. If you looked at my video last night, the link to the Lyft streak explanation page with the FAQ and all that stuff on there is in the description there. So anyway, guys, just wanted to review that. I'm hoping tonight will be better. This afternoon I may get a bit later start than I intended on, because as my wife mentioned earlier, Goat Gate is going on. So just to give you a little bit of background, this may be something I make another video about, just to give you guys a glimpse into my life. So I am, thank you. My wife's told me to explain it, and that's what I was about to do. So we live way out in the country, out south of Dixon, and when we moved out there, my wife wanted to get some chickens, so we got chickens, and that was not expressly prohibited, but apparently there was this neighborhood covenant thing that had expired, looked like back in 2005, that restricted livestock. So we actually ended up getting 2 small, and when I say small, I mean small, pygmy/dwarf goats, a male and a female. The male has been fixed, and the female she's really, really small. She was kind of like the run of the litter, and they're basically pets. We do not get any milk from them. We do not get anything from them. Yeah, there's no homeowners association. It's agriculturally zoned. It's not residential zoned at all. So it's very interesting that I got this. So I received, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, an injunction that I've got to go to I've got to go see a lawyer about today. But I mean, these animals are I mean, they help me out quite a bit. I go through a lot of depression and stuff like that, and my wife's sitting there typing all this stuff. I don't know if she does. Everybody can see those comments, but anyway, anybody who's watching anyway. So I love to, go out there and watch those goats and pet the goats and stuff like that, because they really help me to just kind of unwind after a really long day, stressful day. They're just hilarious. They're pretty much emotional support animals, as my wife was saying there. So we have to meet an attorney later today. I've got to do that. So I had that, and then I had the car wreck, and then unfortunately, my stepmother had a stroke the other day. We had to go down to That's what we had to go down to Mississippi for. So I've had a lot of stuff going on lately. So I'm just glad I'm going to get out to drive a little bit and make some extra money, because we've had a lot of stuff going on lately. So anyway, we're hoping that we can get this injunction just dropped, because we were able to. Yes, she actually had a really mild stroke, I guess, and she had a slight deficit. She had actually a pretty major deficit with her right side. I think the stroke occurred on the left side of her brain or whatever, and so it affected her ability to stand up and walk and stuff like that. It also affected her. I think she had Broca's aphasia, which is basically, I think she had an ischemic episode that caused a lack of blood to the Broca's area of your brain, which I don't know how much people know about Broca's and Wernicke's area, but Broca's area is the part of your brain that actually you produce speech, and Wernicke's area is the area in your brain where you comprehend speech. So she actually was able to understand everybody perfectly, but she could not speak without really, really intense concentration, and even then sometimes she wouldn't be able to speak appropriately. So she's actually going to be entering into intensive therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy. So it looks like she's going to be fine. I do appreciate that, Lloyd. So we've been dealing with that. So we're, just kind of standing by with my father to make sure that he doesn't need our help down there anymore. And luckily we have a pretty big support system down there for my dad. I mean, all of my family except for me and my stepbrother are in that area. So luckily he has a pretty good support system there that can help out if needed. And so like I said, that's on the agenda for today. Is I'm at my day job today, and then I'm going to have to leave early to go to this meeting with this attorney in Centerville, which is a pretty good distance from our house. So I got to leave early enough to be able to do that. I'm glad I have an understanding boss, because I actually took off 3 days this week, and it looks like I'm probably going to take another almost a half day today, because I have to be at that lawyer's office at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which means I've got to leave Vanderbilt like, I don't know, at least 2 o'clock. I'm probably going to meet my wife there. If she can do that, I'd appreciate it, because it'd be better than me having to go all the way home and then go all the way to Centerville. If I could just go straight to Centerville, it'd be a lot easier and a lot faster of a drive. So I have to discuss all that stuff. But luckily we did get a letter from a provider that actually explains that I do have that. Vet calls. Vet calls till when? Sorry, that's my wife. My wife commenting on there saying that she has vet calls. It would just be exceptionally helpful if she was able to meet me in Centerville. But anyway, she has vet calls, lunch-ish. Okay. Can you meet me in Centerville? That would be a heck of a lot easier. Okay. So anyway, that's all I can ask for is for you to try, so I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, that's what I got going on today, and that's what I've had going on. I've had the wreck going on, and I've finally got that semi cleared up. My car's still not repaired, but at least the claim has been started with the offending party's insurance company, and that they are taking full responsibility for it. So that means that I don't have to file a claim. They don't have to continue and finish the claim on my insurance, which means I don't have to pay a deductible. It's not going to go on my insurance. Not going to make my rates go up, because I have accident forgiveness first of all, but I don't need accident forgiveness since it was their fault. So it's extremely helpful that they were found to be at fault at the accident, which I assumed and knew from the start, but it was good to finally get confirmation about that. So I'm gonna get off of here, guys. I'm going into a parking garage, so I'm probably going to lose you guys anyway. So if you guys are out driving today, I'm going to drive tonight. After I get done with this vet thing, I'm going to drive back into Nashville, which is a pretty good haul. I'm expecting it hopefully to start getting busier for the Halloween party weekend, which is probably going to be this weekend because it's before Halloween. So everybody, if you're out there driving, be safe, and I love you too, babe. That's my wife saying I love you. So I hope you guys have a great day. If you're out driving today, be safe. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and check out below the descriptions for referral codes for Lyft and Mystro. Hope you guys have a great day and be safe.